we never ever belabor on pointing out. And you see it in the streets. You see it kwa barabara with the tabias that we have on the roads, throwing garbage out our windows, overlapping. There's a general hygiene problem that we have.
So it's the people. It's us.
So and we need to look into that. There's a way that we need the value system. That Article 10 issue in the Constitution is an area that we need to invest a lot of our time in and programs in, because it is from that now we shall be able to move on to the next level of saying what kind of leaders then are we looking at. The leadership, chapter 6 of the Constitution will start making sense if we deal with Article 10.
Article 10,
yes, we will need to deal with that. If we don't deal with that, then we'll keep talking about all these things, because we must always look also inward and ask ourselves, why are we having a bad system over time?
I want to look at IEBC and the trust that does exist. As we speak right now, Haiko, I repeat that again in this question, right?
Yes.
But we also live in a country where after the 2017 election and the court's ruling, we heard what the president said at the time. We shall revisit. And we knew what exactly we shall revisit meant. It meant budget resources being cut, making your work to be difficult. And then again, it is a president in a system where winner takes it all.
Okay.
A president who controls the instruments of power and violence in the country and the investigative agencies. And we know individuals who, just for opposing the leadership, have found themselves in court for cases that many say have just been planted because you said no to the leadership. And being that we're Kenyans and someone in IEBC, someone will always look at their back like, hey, how do you even start going against this individual? Which also speaks to the people in IEBC and whether they can stand firm and say no to injustices that they see are trying to be peddled. But then again, there is also IEBC and where it sits. Today, in 2026, we have a leadership, we have a political class that has been campaigning throughout when it comes to campaigning period, and IEBC being centered to that. We're not seeing them speak. Yet it is their responsibility to speak to that, speak to EACC or DPP to ensure that everyone is playing by the rules. IEBC is silent on this. And we talk about campaign financing. It is a difficult conversation that no one wants to talk about. Yet these are issues that will bring the synergy. It will bring the good manners in our political space, and that even Kenyans themselves, that once they make elect, there is no politician who will come to your estate to campaign to give you 500 bob. Because they would not come, because everyone is respecting the law. So how difficult is IEBC's job in ensuring this happens? And what is our responsibility as Kenyans as we're looking inward in ensuring that we are the number one implementers of the Constitution?
I think one of the issues that I have spoken to quite a number of times is the question of character. I think it is important for individuals who are holding public positions to have strong characters that can speak or can attend to certain